How's it going? I hope this message finds everyone well. I felt inspired to come on because I heard a story that really struck a chord with me in the past couple weeks. I was at a retreat, and one of the people that were facilitating the retreat told a story. He was an aid worker in 2004, and if you can recall the tsunami that decimated large swaths of Southeast Asia back then. It was the day after Christmas, and it was just a horrible scene. And he was in Indonesia during that time, working as an aid worker, and just interfacing and helping people deal with the aftermath of that. These people had lost their homes, had lost family members, had lost their way of life in a lot of ways. And it was just I think it was just a tough scene. And he told a specific story about this one gentleman who was about 60 years old, and he was just catatonic. He was dead behind the eyes. He was not eating. He was just not communicating with anybody, and they were really, really worried about him. And I think it took him probably about 3 or 4 days to come out of his shell. And when he finally did come out of his shell, the story that he told was just heartbreaking. He basically said for the past 30 plus years, he was in this prolonged legal battle with his brothers and sisters. The parents had left the brothers and sisters and this land after they had passed away that they inherited. And I guess each of those siblings felt like they had more of a right to that land than some of the others. And basically he said, I'm the only person left in the whole family. His wife and his children had been swept away, and all of his brothers and sisters and their kids. He was the only one left. And when asked about that land that mom and dad left, it was decimated as well. It was untenable. It was swept into the ocean. And just makes you think about what's important in life. This guy overnight lost what he thought was important, and to argue to destroy relationships with siblings overnight was just taken away. It reminded me of another teaching that I heard a few years back about the 3 N's in life. Anything can happen to anyone at any time. And this whole thing is impermanent. Everything in life is fleeting. And you get to a certain age, and I think you might realize that. Some people do, but oftentimes we let our ego speak up for us before anything else. And our ego tells us we're more worthy of acquiring that land that mom and dad left. And I took care of mom and dad before they passed away. That should be mine. And we have these creative ways of telling ourselves that we're more worthy of things than other people are. And what's important is that I get my just due. And what really matters in life is your relationships, and the love that you leave behind, and your ability to forgive. Because this is such a stark reminder and lesson about what's important. And I think now more than ever, it's really important to talk to the people in your life that you might not be agreeing with, and kind of extend that olive branch and forgive. Your life is short. We only have so much time here, and the love that you withhold is, I think, what really, really lends itself to regret. And I hope you're able to freely and courageously love one another, and don't bicker over stuff that doesn't matter. I love you all. Take care.